I can get up that high. So high you can't get over it, over. So wide you can't get under it, low, low, so low. I've been singing all this high stuff, I can't get low. I tell you, it's funny, you know, that a lot of tribute artists, you know, we have a tendency to sing low. We sing low with Elvis. I don't know why, you know. It's like Blue Hawaii, you know. It's like night and you. It was not like that. You know? He had a very high voice, actually. I'm finding it out tonight. Because these are the keys he's singing in. And my gears are stripped, baby. Woo! I could sing old Solo Mio up there right now.
Okay.
Oh, notte sole, che belle ole, oh Solo Mio. Yeah, sure I can do that. But we're not singing that song. Have you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen? I tell you, we've had a lot of fun, and it's always good. It's exciting to have such a, you know, an intimate audience. Intimacy is a good thing, right? I can almost see every one of you out here. But anyway, again, you know, we really appreciate each and every one of you coming out. And I hope that you've enjoyed the Jungle Room session. If you would, please give it up for the ES band. They've done a fantastic job. I would like to thank Tom Brown and Jason Mays for Brian Mays. I went to school with a guy named Jason Mays. That's how it came off my head. No, Brian and Tommy and for my plant. And my green carpet and my waterfall.
The plant's name is Jason Mays.
That's Jason Mays. Actually, I think my ex-wife left me for a guy named Jason Mays. That's why they're stuck in my head like that. No hard feelings, Brian. No hard feelings. Where's Brian at? When I said that, he left, didn't he? Where are you at? Where are you at, Brian?
He's hanging out with Jason.
Come up here. Come here, Brian. Come here. Tom, come up here. Come up here. Putt, come on up here. Putt, come on up here. Where Putt go? Did he leave? Putt didn't leave, did he?
He's around somewhere.
Anyway.
Why are you hiding, Brian?
How you doing, Brian? Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've heard this story over and over and over. But I always want to say that these guys changed my life. They really did. Elvis Presley changed my life. The first time I heard his voice, I knew there was something there. And I was a little kid. My mother was an Elvis fan, and we would watch, every time Elvis was on television, my mother would bring me and my brothers, and we would watch the Elvis movies. And back then there was no cable. All seriousness, there was no cable, and so it was like Wizard of Oz. They showed it once a year. Thanksgiving, we would watch Wizard of Oz. And eat turkey and all that stuff. Anyway, so when we would watch those movies, we had about 5 Elvis albums, and I would grab one off the rack, and I would take it into the bedroom, and I would put it on the phonograph. Some of you folks may remember what that is. You know, yeah, spin around. And it made that... Ain't nothing but a... Anyway, so so I listened to those, and I would listen to him, and then I would sing with him. So at a very early age, I trained myself vocally with Elvis, you know. And but I never thought about doing what I'm doing now. I never knew that was going to happen. Elvis was still alive, of course, at that time. In 1978, my parents took me to see an Elvis. They call him impersonator. Now it's a tribute artist. We call our trash men sanitation engineers. That's what I'm fixing to do once I'm done with this. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so they took me to see this guy, and his name was Ron Furr. He was from St. Louis. Maybe some of you local folks may remember Ron Furr. And so I'm standing in this room, and it was packed, you know, wall to wall. Elvis had just passed not too long ago. And they started playing that 2001, and those drums started beating. And this guy walked into the room, and when he did, the spotlight hit him, and he had 4 bodyguards, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. They was dressed in black, and like the men in black UFO landed on set. And anyway, this guy was standing in the middle of them in a white suit. He come walking out, and people were standing on their chairs to get a look at this guy. And I was like, "What is this? He is not Elvis." You know what I mean? What? I don't get it. We got there and he started singing, and as he was singing, I think that's what I kind of got the bug. You know, I thought, "Wow, I do this in the bedroom, you know, at home." I was a kid. Come on. Anyway.
What did you sing?
Yeah. So no, I didn't sing in the closet, but I would go in that bedroom and I'd lock that door so nobody could burst in on me, you know. And I'd sit there and I'd sing with Elvis, you know. And I remember my mother, she must have been listening at the door, and she burst in on me. And while I was singing, it really embarrassed me, you know, because I was, you know, I was like, you know, I felt like I got caught doing something I shouldn't be doing. I was very embarrassed, you know, singing. But anyway, so anyhow, she says, "Was you singing with that record there?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, you sound good. Keep doing it." And she let me be. And so as years went on, you know, I kept practicing, and I entered a lot of contests, and I lost all of them. And true story. And but a friend of mine turned me on to the Ultimate Elvis contest, and I thought to myself, if there's anything to it, if anybody could really see, you know, and remember what Elvis Presley was like, maybe they would see a little something in me, you know, because I always tried to do what Elvis did on a stage. And anyway, so in 2009, I won the Ultimate in Tupelo, the prelim. I won there, and from there I went to Memphis, and that's where these guys come in. Tom Brown and Brian Mays were two of the judges. Was there three?
There were four.
Four?
Yeah, somebody from Graham and
John Hearn.
Yeah.
John Hearn, and who was the other one? Remember?
Patty Donahoe. Television.
Patty Donahoe. Okay. So anyway, these guys right here are half the team that changed my life forever, because I won that competition. I was working in a steel mill and I was laid off as a welder, and I won this competition. And these guys have changed my life forever. They have stuck with me. They invite me back here. I love them. They've changed my life, and I want to thank you for having me. So please give it up for them, okay? I got one more song for you. But I had to